Hi guys, Amina Ali. We're going to open up today with a new word that some of us, I know millennials probably have never heard of it, but some of us have heard of it, but it's not used much anymore. And it's because it is so politically and socially charged that I think some people are just getting away from it just to be more PC. And the word today is creed. Creed is a statement of the basic beliefs of a religion that guides the actions of a person or group or a clan. Now, this creed is the thing that aligns all of them together. So this is something in creed that allows them to understand what it is that they need to do alike. For example, and we're going to look at religion for a minute in creed, and one specific religion of Christianity. And in Christianity, you understand that everyone that says that they are a Christian reads the Bible. The creed says that to call yourself a Christian, you have to believe in the likeness of God and his mission and purpose as it is ordained in the Bible. Okay? So that creed kind of goes along race lines, it goes along cultural lines, and it even goes along a substantial cultural line because it has to maintain its efficacy in its tenet. And that means it has to lay a foundation no matter where you are. So if you're a Christian in the United States or you're a Christian in Africa, you're going to read the Bible. And that's just a general overview of a creed in Christianity. Whereas in different other creeds of people, you will have different tenets that are aligned. For example, there is a creed in India that says that everybody is to be equal. Now, they have a creed that is very, very strong. Now, they have class systems that separate them socio-politically, but in their own verses, if you was to speak to them, the general consensus is that everyone is equal. You have Sikhs, Hindus, Muslims, Christians, all living there, just like in the United States. So what they want to do is have a creed of equality, just like we want to bridge here in the United States. That creed is that statement of belief that regardless of the religion, that all will seek peace. So one of the tenets that I noticed in India, especially the Indo-Paki community, is that whether you Sikh, you're Buddhist, whether you are Hindu or Christian or Muslim, everyone greets themselves equally, and it's always a closed handshake and a proper bow in front of you. That's a universal sign that they give, and they do that so that they welcome you in a greater peace. That is so that you understand they come in peace, and prayerfully you will receive them in peace. That is a creed that crosses even religious lines. That goes into a cultural thing, which we talked about earlier. And that thing helps to bridge a more humanitarian effort of welcoming. If you are channeling yourself in this discipline in education, you'll know that there has to be a creed that goes across anything you teach. So it has to be a generalization that you can adapt to everything you teach. It cannot be indicative of one person or one race or one culture. When you teach and you give information, when you give a dissertation that you want to show or follow, it has to be of an equal creed. So if we use this tenet or this statement of basic beliefs of a religion, we can use that in our humanitarian effort to make a more global acceptance for each other so that everyone feels on one accord when they're learning as well as teaching it. This also shares a greater efficacy in how you approach it, so it does not lend a bias or does not lend an offshoot of something that is more personable or more stringent. It doesn't alienate, and it definitely doesn't take someone out of a comfort zone just to learn the example you're teaching. So in giving this, a creed is something that can follow to help guide you in your outline when you teach or when you give this as your learning curve in your instruction. This is something that is inclusive of everyone and allows everyone to feel welcome in how they apply it in their everyday life. Your creed is your foundation in how you approach it. in how you regulate it, and then also how you apply it when you're giving it to someone that is not knowledgeable of it in the beginning. Your creed is actually your calling card. So if it is a more welcoming aspect to what it is that you're giving, it will be received in that same way. That will ensure that the instruction was given and the understanding of what it is that was to be offered will be received. Thank you. I hope that helped. Until we meet again.